All right. Well, hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Real Play podcast. This is Ciera.
It's Ebony.
And today
and
we have
and to
who? He gonna introduce himself. Usually
I got
I
this.
do the introduction, but he was like, look, my name is, and I'm about to just go ahead and tell the people.
We're gonna
What's
jump
your
out
name,
the
sir?
gate.
Just go ahead.
You can call my government. It's gonna
We
be
gonna
Marcus. But if you want to know, the taglines, we got AKA to Dimple King, AKA your favorite Leo, AKA whatever you want to put in between that. And I am a host of Vibes podcast. I'm a owner of Vibes Podcast Studio.
Congratulations on
I know
being a
Emily,
home.
you don't
I
want
mean,
to clap. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool.
Congratulations. We have to react to things.
You know what? Okay. You know what? Since you said it, I won't clap.
Okay,
I clap for myself.
You can clap off camera.
I was just about to
She
say
was snapping
congratulations.
under her. She was snapping low.
I was just about to say congratulations, and then he was like, "You ain't got to clap." Okay.
Well, congratulations, and because it's a new thing. Like you just got the studio, right?
Yeah, super new. I think we've had the studio for about two months now. Almost 2 months.
Congratulations. That's a big move. Big moves happening in Baltimore. Is it in Baltimore? Is it in
Baltimore? But
Baltimore. He from Baltimore, y'all.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Baltimore, Maryland.
There you go. You gotta put that country twang on. It's Baltimore. But yeah, definitely Baltimore.
It's in the city. Okay, cool.
Well, congratulations.
He said he gonna clap for himself. And he did the slow silent clap too. He was like, look, she ain't gonna give it to me.
You know what? I know that's right. Clap for yourself. If someone
Thank you.
clap for you, clap for yourself.
You know what? Thank you for inspiring me. I got it.
Inspiring.
That was inspiration. You're welcome.
All right. So is there anything else you want to share with the people before we dive into what we're going to talk about today?
Oh no, let's dive in because I've watched a couple of your podcasts. And
which ones did you watch? I want to see if you want. Hold on.
No, the last one that I remember specifically watching, it was, I don't know if it was this one, but with Ciera, you were talking about abstinence and not necessarily the struggles, but the whoever was on the group, y'all were talking about abstinence.
I was on there, but it wasn't me saying.
I was listening. I didn't know who was talking, but yeah, y'all were talking about abstinence, and I was going through a couple of y'all's podcasts, and I realized y'all don't really have a lot of male, and
what?
I didn't see a lot of male interaction. I feel like it was real female heavy. And,
about the podcast itself.
Mm-hmm.
The first few episodes were nothing but men.
Wow, I just picked the episode.
You picked the one episode where we had
you should have did your research.
You should have did it because
I should have did it
on there, so it was male and female. Like most of our episodes have some type of male energy.
Well, I will never choose that random one again. My bad.
You are right.
That was actually one of the last ones, so I can see why you chose that one.
I see. I wasn't lying. But go ahead.
Lying. But you guys,
you weren't telling.
You weren't all the way correct.
I was.
Listen, he looked at the title and was like, "I'm gonna tell them I watched the list or listen to the podcast," but I ain't really, because you just saw the title. It's fine.
We're not gonna hold it against you, so we just gonna dive right in. We gonna just dive right in. We gonna dive right in. So look, we were talking about how we wanted to have an episode where we had a little bit of male, energy on here again, and to talk about some things. And we saw a post that said, and I'm going to change around because I don't want to use the N-word or anything like that, but y'all can kind of get what we're saying. It says a lot of ninjas are not romantic no more because a lot of females not ladies no more.
What you think about that?
What I think,
I'm gonna let the two Dimple King. Is it right?
Yeah, that's two Dimple King. You got it right.
Go
how I feel about it is a lot of guys are definitely romantic, but it's not necessarily a requirement now. So you can definitely put that on the ladies because ladies now acting more and more masculine. They got their money together. They really don't need you for nothing crazy no more. So now coming to a woman, you don't really need to woo her no more. You don't need to.
Oh,
that is
it depends.
Hold on now for y'all attack me. You don't need to really necessarily, of course, there's outliers. Like, yeah, you still be romantic. But now that's not necessarily a requirement now. But I think that more so comes from the type of woman you date. Because most of the women that I, have dated require that romantic, that love. They still want that. But then you got the other side where, nah, send me a text message and that's it. So I don't think romance is dead. It just really depends on the person.
I like how you spent that around because
he almost made it sound okay. Almost made it sound okay. I don't think that women are not being, females are not being like ladylike anymore, not expecting the romance. I think some do. It does depend on the woman. It does. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, I just think dudes are just lazy now. Are we all leaning? Let's all lean. Ebony, he lean. Let's lean.
So what you saying? What you saying is that men got lazy. Mm-hmm. But what do you? Go ahead.
Okay, clear my throat so you guys can hear me. I think that men, at least in this general area, they are lazy, and they also, I think that, to your point about what women require, I think some women, the ratio from man to woman is like there's 10.
A whole lot more men.
Yes, I was just gonna make up a ratio, so thank you. Yes. And the thing is, everybody is seeking the same thing: to be loved, to be validated, to be appreciated. And so a lot of times people just accept who comes in their path instead of accept or finding someone that's on their same level or that has the qualities they want, right? So I say all that to say that some women do not require men to do some things. And so when the other woman comes along, this man is like, I didn't have to do that before. I'm not doing all of that.
Right.
You talk about me spinning. You spent that back around. But what do y'all classify as lazy? Like, what is lazy?
Lazy.
He ain't watch all our podcasts.
He didn't. So we're not gonna really answer that. But what I will say is I'm just looking at these comments, and one that just jumped out at me was, if you're broke and not creative, just say that.
Just say that.
Okay, I'm with
I really do think that that's kind of what comes up. Either you don't want to spend the money, not saying you're broke, you don't want to spend the money to be romantic, or you're not creative because you never had to really use that side of your brain. Which one is it? Which one is it, Two Dimple King?
It's gonna be the lack of creativity. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Because you could have all the money, but if you don't know what to do with it, then yeah, you lazy. You're nah. So I go with you with that. It's
you're what?
You're lazy.
Yes,
you're lazy.
See, I said you that a long time ago. Okay,
I give you that. But that's what you were saying earlier. That comes from, I believe Ebony was saying it. When you go from one woman who requires it to another woman who requires less, you can't say a man is lazy. You got to think about the past couple women that he dealt with. That might have not been something that he needed lazy. To do.
You treat everyone accordingly. You just don't.
There you go.
But therefore, it's still lazy, right?
So yeah, I think if you were with somebody who really needed it, and then you went with somebody who didn't need it as much, you still should have started out with it. You should have started out with a certain level. So then when you go to the next woman, that don't mean you just start down below because the last one was low. You still always start high, bring your A game, be romantic, and then you feed off of the person after that to determine if you need to go up or down.
So it sounds like to me, it's based on that person's standards and what they feel like they want to do to get. So a lot of times I feel like men aren't romantic because they really don't want to be with you.
Right.
Toughie.
He said a toughie. Or was that the truth?
I mean, but how long, let's go Ebony, because I like the energy, the aggressive energy on that side of the screen. Ebony, how long does it take for you to realize that a man's lazy?
It doesn't take long.
What we talking? A couple dates, 4 or 5? Is it something immediate?
Okay, so it's really the first one for me because I'm very analytical. But I try to give people chances. So let's say I'll give a guy maybe a second date. Maybe the third one, I ain't even gonna lie to you, it won't make it to a third one.
So you the first one, you gotta bring your A game. Even if he mess up, he got at least bare minimum one more shot.
Yes.
Okay, Ciera, how many lazy shots you giving out here?
I don't really know. It depends on the person. It depends on if I'm feeling them or not. If I'm feeling them, then I'm willing to work with them to let them know what I'm expecting and hope to get it. If I'm not feeling them, I might be like her, like 1, 2, you're done.
So
You gotta teach them.
what I just heard was if a man's lazy but you like him, you're gonna definitely stay around and keep
As
going,
far
keep
as
going.
not lazy in life. No,
Lazy
not that.
and
Lazy on the romantic side. This is specifically about being romantic. So if you're lazy and oh yeah, do you want me to reread back what it was saying? It was saying men are not romantic because females are not ladies. So they're saying, oh, we're just like out here in these streets, not being feminine and ladylike. So therefore, men don't feel like they got to be romantic. If I like you and you're not super romantic off, you gonna know what Ciera likes to be romantic for me.
Okay, now
I will let that work. I mean, I'll work with you. But if I'm not feeling you, and I tell you once, and you still not doing it, then
yeah. I mean, you definitely gotta teach somebody because they could be romantic, but they're not romantic to what they call it, love language or something like that. Yeah. He's not romantic to the way that you would prefer, but he's romantic. It's just not to you. So yeah, you can definitely teach somebody that. I'll go with that.
And then if I tell you, like I've told someone before, my love language is acts of service, but you want to send me gifts and give me these things and no, you're not listening. Now that won't necessarily be lazy because you're trying, but you're trying on the wrong way. So then that's when you let it go.
Okay, you a tough cookie.
I'm not, but that's showing that you're not listening. And if you're not listening to the basics, when I'm straight telling you, then how we gonna work?
When you say women being ladies and guys being romantic, when you say ladies, are you talking about in a traditional sense?
So based off of that post, I do think that that's where it's coming from.
Okay. So the whole open doors, pay for the first date. Is that part really for you ladies? Is that really something that if a man says y'all feeling each other and he does not want to pay for the first date, you know he got money, he know you got money, and would you pay for the first date?
Absolutely not, and I would never go out with you again.
I can't look over there, Ciera.
Ebony already told. See, she said it in a few episodes. She said it more than once. It's not that she don't even pay for the second date, right?
That's true.
Or the third date. Like
that's true.
Men pay for the dates. She already said that. So
now once we start going, like we're in a relationship, right?
A real relationship's different.
Yeah, that's different. But dating wise, no, nothing.
So to get you, oh now you want to put in that effort if you want to date you. That's what I'm hearing.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I understand it. And how about you, Ciera?
Are you taking notes? Okay, so for me, it's a little different. My last serious relationship, he did pay for the first and second date. And the third date, I was so impressed that when we went out the first date, he listened to what I said, planned the second date around it. So by the third date, I was like, oh, snap, he listening? I'm going to take him out. And then I thought we thought we was the Huxtables over in Georgetown at this wine bar. Ooh. Spent a whole lot of money. I did not know it was that expensive, but I knew he liked wine. Thought I was doing something. Left.
Yeah, y'all wasn't in
date cancel.
Y'all wasn't in District Winery, right?
No, we weren't.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
it was actually called ENO or EVO. I can't remember. It was a couple letters, but it's a long time ago. And so I felt for that, I did it because I appreciated him taking the time to really put in the effort to show me that he was listening and show me that he was interested. And because he put in the effort, I felt like, okay, let me show him that I'm listening. I heard what he said on the first date or what he liked and what he doesn't like. So I did that. And he was like, this is the first time a woman has ever took me out. That's what he said.
Aww.
I was like, what? And then we got engaged. Then we broke it off. But hey, look, it still got us to that point though. It still got us to that point. So I don't have a problem paying for a date. I just don't. But I'm traditional in every other sense of the way. I just don't.
I'm gonna clear this up because first and foremost, I
say something good now.
I pay for all my dates.
Okay.
So this ain't got nothing to do with me. But I definitely feel as though, especially if I pursued you and I chased you, I'm gonna pay. You know,
Can you say that again really, really loud?
If I chased you and pursued you, yeah, I'm gonna pay for the date because I'm coming after you.
Correct.
So yeah, so no, I would definitely pay. The second date, nah, I'm still chasing, I'm still in the hunt. So I'll still pay. Now, if we, like you were saying, if it goes to a different situation and we together, then it can switch off. But as long as you want to chase, you spending that money. It's not changing.
So why do guys act like they don't have to spend that money? Why do they act like, you know?
Go ahead and say what I said originally now.
You want me to say it?
No. Go ahead.
No.
Say your government name.
Marcus.
Marcus.
With the fresh cut.
You know what that reminded me of? Anybody ever bring up Boomerang to you?
Don't do it. Please don't. Please. Marcus, darling.
Yes, on Boomerang.
Oh.
I know what you're talking about. I would say, well, ask that question one more again because I want to give you the best answer I got, Ciera.
Oh, why do guys act like they can't always pay, or they shouldn't always have to pay, or there's an issue if they have to pay, or they'll take you somewhere cheap and think you're gonna, be okay with that?
Hold on. You could definitely have a fire date.
You can.
If I'm gonna say you want to be cheap, fellas, a fire date.
Be creative with it.
Be
a
creative.
Fire date can't be cheap and just sitting in the McDonald's sharing a fry.
Nah, do I want to throw a classic one out there? I can throw a classic one.
I want to hear this.
If you want to be cheap but cute, depend on, your
he gonna say the park.
No, it depends on your geographical location.
Or a picnic.
First of all, no and no. But depending on your geographical location, cheap, and I'm gonna say $50. For $50, you don't want to do a picnic. You can do something as simple as
he's changing his answer.
That's what it was gonna be.
You can do something as simple as $50 low. $50 is low.
Especially here, right? That's not that one person is going to eat.
You can go. Yeah, you don't have to eat. You can go for a hike.
A hike?
Right? Come on, what you gonna give?
Is this the first date?
At the first date?
The first date shouldn't be more than $50. The first date shouldn't be more than, it can be something as simple as having some coffee and some
we
tea.
gotta stop normalizing, which I've told my guy friends, stop going to dinner on your first date, please.
That's what I'm saying. It don't have to be that.
Yeah, nah. Please go on Groupon, get a helicopter ride for $60.
It doesn't have to be dinner, but sometimes I feel like if they don't take you to dinner, they're not as serious. But it doesn't have to be dinner.
I would prefer not a dinner. I think dinner's like, even back in the day, dinner and a movie, I'm like, that's whack. Don't take me there. And that's probably why my ex didn't do that. That's why we went painting, because I told him, don't take me to dinner and movie. I don't want that. Take me to live music.
Yes. Okay, that's how I know you from
JoJo's on U Street. That was a spot.
You can definitely hit up a sip and paint for the low. You can
all that stuff.
If you want to eat
karaoke
differently
and get appetizers. Come on, I'm not going to tell you, fellas. I'm not giving you all the excuses. I mean, all the.
Take this lady to an outdoor movie theater, sir.
Yo, I've already looked them up for myself.
Yeah, Benji's. Come to Baltimore, we got you. But
National Harbor. I'd rather go there. It's not a drive-in. You got to walk up, but take a little stand.
Yeah, you got a little class. I was saying cheap.
It's free. You just walk up. It's just in National Harbor, so you bring your own food. Don't buy food down there though, because that's expensive. I got a lobster roll for like $19, and it was by itself.
Wait, so are we talking about dating in our 20s or in our 30s? Because
this is now.
This is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that people feel as though you have to do the standard.
I don't think you have to do the most, because you don't even know if you really like this person, right? So I don't feel like you have to do, but just like you said, be creative.
That's all. That's all I expect is a creativity.
Ebony, I'm on you. I'm on you right now. So I got a question.
What's that mean?
When the last time you wooed a man?
Ooh. Her face, look. Go ahead, tell him. Go ahead, say it. Never.
Ciera, answer for me.
You never wooed a man ever?
true. I'm still single, but don't listen to me.
So hold on. You see a fine, attractive man. Let's say you work together. You know he good in all areas. If you like that man, you're telling me you're not going to like shoot your shot and try to get that man unless he comes to you first.
Correct.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So wait, but look, I will say there's a difference between shooting your shot first and wooing a man.
Is it though?
To me, like I would say me taking my ex out to the wine bar, that was me wooing him. That was me showing my appreciation, showing him how special he was to me, even though it was the third date. I wouldn't have shot my shot at him in the street. I don't do that.
What is wrong with women? So y'all
because I feel like men won't be as
this is why y'all
men won't be as interested if we shoot our shot because they feel like, okay, well, you came to me.
There is one that I'm going to shoot my shot at.
Can you respond to that? Because I saw your face, Marcus.
So she's saying that if we were to come up to you guys are going to think that we're more dominant, not more dominant, but we're more forward, and you're not going to be as interested because we're chasing you because a man should chase a woman.
Listen, I am the most traditional man ever. So if you approach me, I like aggressive women. So if you approach me, we're gonna have a good conversation, and we probably gonna go on a few dates. But for most men, I would say don't know what to say. Most men are shy. Most men don't know how to carry a conversation. So if you approach a man, he's gonna get stuck. He's not gonna know what to say to you next because he's getting pursued and not pursuing. So he didn't have time to think about it, how he's gonna do it. So, I say shoot your shot, even though none of you ladies shoot your shot here clearly. I say shoot it.
Look, we'll see. The streets have opened up.
The streets have opened up.
So, you never know. But
hey, you just said you was gonna shoot your shot now.
Yeah, there is somebody I want to shoot my shot, but it's not like somebody randomly off the street.
Nah, how you gonna shoot your shot? We ain't gotta say no names.
Let's practice.
Yeah, go ahead.
We don't need to practice. Look, y'all, don't worry about me. I got this. Okay.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
I got this. Let's just say I got my little plan or whatever.
Okay.
So, there won't be any pictures if we're together, but you will see a wedding picture if that happens. That's all.
Do y'all post y'all significant others?
I did in college because that was college. But my ex, the only picture I posted 2 pictures of him. That was when we did one paint and sip one time, and then when we got engaged, and you couldn't even see his face because he was proposing. That was it.
Ebony, we know you know how you feel, but I gotta ask.
Okay, so wait, you've only been talking to us for how long? 10, 15 minutes? I don't know how long it's been.
He think he know me.
Yeah, I feel like you put us both in categories already.
A little bit. If y'all want to know the category, I got Ciera is the spunky. She'll give you a couple shots to do wrong. I got Ebony
to do right
as the listen, Ebony, you gotta come. Just talk to yourself, gentlemen. Just talk to yourself and understand, but you gotta come correct with Ebony. You definitely paying for them first dates. Just go ahead, open that wallet up, have some good conversation, and you're not getting posted. There you go. But is that cool for a woman to not post her man? But if a man does it, he's looked different upon, like he got a plethora of women if he doesn't post his lady. And I'm gonna phrase it a different way. Suppose he acknowledges he has a lady, but he never posts her.
Is this a Derek Jackson situation?
No, we can use me. Okay. I never, ever post.
You don't have to. Most women assume like people peruse.
Matter of fact, let me look at your page.
And assume that men are in relationships
right now.
I assume if I see a good-looking guy or a guy on Instagram that he's in a relationship. That's just point blank.
What, Ebony?
Whether you post or not, and you don't have to post because your comments are good enough.
Women are correct. What?
Your comments are good enough.
So what you saying?
Let's go to your comments. Hold up.
Oh, you mean reading his comments?
So what you saying is?
Let me see.
Go ahead. You ain't gonna see nothing crazy on that.
I blame Tequila. He out here with no shirt on. He's single. He's single because ain't no man of mine. Gonna be out
Wait,
there
let
with
me go to your actual profile because I right now is your.
Oh, that's where I'm at. Here, I'm right here.
No. Oh, you're right. Okay.
So
See what I can find out.
I'm gonna go and let's see. I don't know if there's any picture with a finger. I don't see a ring.
No, you're not going to see none of that at all.
Oh wait, I see a woman. Okay.
If you see a woman, she's my friend. That's it. I'll never post.
How do
my
I know
lady.
that though?
Talk to me and find out.
So I mean, she's really pretty. So if she's just your friend, you need to jump on that. But this margarita looks bomb.
Oh, you want me to say her Instagram name?
There's no Instagram name on here.
I'm gonna ask you who this person is via DM.
Anyway, I don't even know why we're looking at your page, but it comes down to like, if you're not posting a woman and she's not posting you, I think that's fine. I do. I don't feel, maybe because I was that person, I was like, well, when I'm engaged, everybody gonna know that. So there's that picture.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, he didn't even have social media. So it wasn't like I could tag him or anything like that.
If a woman told me she ain't got social media, I don't trust her. What? You don't have what? Like zero?
This was years
Nothing?
ago. This was years ago. And I trusted him. I believed him. He recently got Facebook, but he doesn't have Instagram. He's just not into that stuff.
Yeah.
I got a question. I got something I want to say. I was gonna start with Ebony, but I know her energy. So Ciera, I got a question for you.
What is it? You already know what her answer is.
Yeah.
You don't know my answer.
How many times, let's say you madly in love, all that good stuff. How many times will you allow a man
Don't say to cheat. I knew it. I
Cheat.
knew it. I knew you were gonna say that. So look, we've had this conversation. I do not believe that just because somebody cheats that you got to throw the whole man away. But I'm talking like marriage.
Yes.
If we're married and you cheat, I'm not throwing the whole man away.
It's the same man.
No, it's not.
It's the same man.
If you're married, we've entered into a covenant. Like, we are together. The Lord is in it. I'm not going to just throw you all the way away. I'm going to still need you. But if we're just dating and you cheated, that's a whole different thing. I've had someone cheat on me before. I still remember where I was, what we were doing when he told me.
Oh, he told you?
Mm-hmm. He told me. That's because he thought he had got somebody pregnant, which he didn't. But he had to tell me just in case. And I remember we was at the movie theater. It was raining. We paid for our movie tickets, went back and sat in the car because it was a while before. And he just out of nowhere, he was like, oh yeah, I slept with such and such, and she might be pregnant. What?
Movie canceled.
And you talk about that song by what's her name? I Remember When My Heart Broke. That moment.
Keisha Cole.
That song is real because after that, no matter what I tried to still make it work, I don't think I could have ever got over it. I couldn't get over that, even though I didn't realize I couldn't get over it. I thought I forgave him, but I couldn't.
Was it more of a betrayal thing? Because he was technically honest with you. Kind of, sort of. Technically honest.
Because I was honest by default because he
was honest in my question, being a dumb little college girl. Well, we were already graduated from college. I was like, well, what did I do? Why did you do that?
What did I do?
Because we were doing good. I done moved all the way to a different city to live, to try to make it work after graduating. Thought we was doing good. He was like, you didn't do anything. It was me. And then I was like, I was broke because I was like, well, what could I have done to make this not happen? And I thought I can still continue to try to love him, but I just couldn't get past that. Now I think it's different when you're in a marriage. Excuse me. I will try harder. We will seek that counseling. We didn't do any of that, but my heart definitely broke for that. So I'm gonna just say, if we're single as in not married, I can't do it.
Ebony, go ahead before I take.
She said
over.
no.
You already know and no and never.
Right.
No.
She said she wearing black today because he dead to her. Okay.
Amen.
In the turtleneck. She said, "Look."
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm gonna say, being a traditional guy that I am, there's levels to causing you to cheat. One, you had to pursue them when they pursued you, and then you accepted that, and then a conversation had to take place. So I feel as though it's not necessarily the physical act because it was the emotional thing. It was you built a connection with whoever this person was, and then you went after that. If it was just out, if you say you had got drunk or whatever and you did what you did, I could reasonably forgive that. Other than you saying, "Oh yeah, I did something with my coworker." You've been with every day at your cubicle? Oh no,
Marcus,
Brandon.
come on, not Brandon, Marcus, but for real, but be for real. You're a dude. You're a guy. Can a woman truly cheat on you, and you would not just toss her away? Because men's
It's
feelings,
a done deal.
they just so y'all get on my nerves sometimes. Y'all little babies.
Listen, y'all gonna, if you really want this answer, I'm gonna give you the answer.
The real answer.
The real answer. So I dibbled and dabbled, in monogamy, polygamy. I've done all those
okay.
things.
We got to talk about that. Put a pin in it.
So for me, it's whoever I date first. I always run it down. Like, if you want to, deal with somebody, let me know, because if that's our first conversation, it's an act of betrayal now, because I had this conversation with you. You could have just came and talked to me. My answer, you don't know how I was feeling. I could have been like, go ahead, you good. Or I could be like, nah, boo, I'm not really feeling it. So the fact that we had the conversation and you still went behind my back when you don't know, if I could have been like, go ahead, you just disrespected me directly. So nah, I would have to toss you to the streets. She belonged to the streets.
Okay. So if she were to talk to you about it and you were like, okay, cool, go ahead, boo. Yeah. You'd be okay with her knowing somebody else smashed, and then now you follow behind.
Here's the caveat. If I'm dealing with a woman, and I mean, of course, the conversation always come up now and again. How many bodies, whatever. You're not, a woman isn't yours unless that's your wife, and even then she's not your property. But if you're dating a woman, it's not like you were her first. You already went after somebody else.
You don't know that
unless you're a virgin. We're going to take you out.
Okay.
But if she's out doing her thing, you were already not the only man that she dealt with. Now I feel as though with that answer, a lot of men are possessive, most definitely. So the moment you tell me that, I feel like someone intruded in my property. So a lot of men couldn't be able to do that. But for me, it depends on the person. It depends if there's a emotional connection or not. Because she'd definitely go to the streets if so.
Okay, well, let's talk about this polygamy situation, since you said you dibbled and dabbled, right?
Right.
How did that work out for you?
How did it work out as far as like, how did it go when I did it?
Or how's it going?
I see what you just did. Okay. I'm going back looking down at the screen. I would say it's
tread lightly.
Yeah, I am. I would say it's cool. Like it's definitely a different experience. It definitely takes out the number one fear people have in relationships, and that's getting cheated on. Once you take getting cheated on, and we just gonna take out, getting beat and all that good stuff. Once you take getting cheated on, what's really gonna hurt you in a relationship? Nothing at all. Your biggest fear is getting cheated on. When you remove that factor, everything's pretty much.
Is that my biggest fear of a relationship?
But let me ask you another question before you try to spin this whole little thing.
I just do what you do. That's go ahead.
Two women, I assume.
It's the hand for me. Go ahead.
So okay, let's say a woman comes to you and says, I want to start another relationship, but with another man. Would you be willing?
Traditional, not traditional. I'm all for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Like I would be selfish to say, oh yeah, let me or let us continue to deal with these plethora of women. But if you're strictly, into men, no, that ain't fair to you. So if I'm gonna introduce my woman to something like that, I gotta be open-minded to her deal with other men. Like I was saying before, the biggest thing in a relationship is cheating. If I say, yeah, just tell me if you want to have whatever your relationship is with him, go do that, be safe, come back. Cool. My mind is clear. You didn't cheat on me. You got your pleasure. I got mine. The relationship is still great. Ebony,
Two things. One, is this inside or outside of marriage?
I mean, that depends on on y'all. Honestly, that depends on y'all.
Okay, let's say outside of marriage. We're not married, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say you don't care about her cheating, but the minute she is going somewhere that you don't even know where she's going, you're gonna be like, dang, she's gonna go.
Even if he knew where she was going, he
right?
Like, I already know what's going down.
I'm not saying it's.
And then
for
she
everybody.
come back and try to like have sex with you, be like,
get out of here, girl.
Right? No, it's just not today.
She's smelling like Brandon right now. Like,
not Brandon. I would say if I had to choose personally for me, I'm gonna go with monogamy for me personally.
And then don't be trying to persuade all of these people a certain way, and you know that you don't want to deal with.
That might be the way for them. I did that when I was married. So when I was
didn't
married,
work out, huh?
Clearly not.
Attitude, clearly not.
Use the past tense. Okay.
Yeah, I was married, you know. Hold on. Ebony, this one for you. Have
don't
you ever been?
No.
She said no.
Wait, what?
Go ahead, Ebony.
He's just trying to say something because he feel like he's slighted a little bit. But you
No. I'm gonna stay on that. I'm saying in the younger me, when I was into polygamy, the hardest thing to get over was definitely knowing that, you know, your partner's sleeping with somebody else. That is definitely a hard thing. Flip side, you now have the power to do the same exact thing.
But why would you want to?
You don't have to. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to. But if you know, some people are like me now, I'm serial monogamous. Like can do strictly monogamy.
I see you choosing your words carefully.
I got to.
Mine, right? You can see it.
Serious monogamy, but some people are not into monogamy. So I gotta respect that. And some women that I've dated, even recently that I dated, came to me and told me, nah, I wanna be in the field. Like me and you can do what we do, but she wanna be in the field.
Really are y'all really in a relationship if that's the case, right? Because if I can go and do me and do you, am I really with you?
Is that your biggest fear in a relationship if that's no longer the problem, though? If you know that your man can do whoever and you can do whoever, can you feel like you can still have a successful relationship? Remind you, it's nothing.
I don't think I could ever do that.
Yeah.
For the reason that you said earlier, like, you don't possess people because I don't own you. But the minute we have connected on a certain level, I feel like you going to connect with somebody on that same level, it's a no for me.
It's not okay.
Ciera, your face. It's definitely a no. I know that y'all ladies said y'all met in a little church class or whatever.
We didn't, yeah. Had you listened to the podcast, you would have known that.
That's why I'm asking you this question first, Ebony, because you need to just get this off your chest. Would you marry a man, great, everything like that, and he said, I'll only marry you if you give me a prenup?
We talked about that before.
I didn't listen to every episode, Ebony, so I don't know.
I feel like on an episode I've said no before. What's the contentions of the prenup? Because
you give me real no vibes, Ebony. I'm just gonna.
It's probably a no. I'm just gonna. It's probably a no. However, depending on where I am in that situation, and if I'm making a lot of money, I might be like, yes, you know, let's both sign this.
That's digging on that. So what you're saying is that if you were not making the level of money that you desired, you would not do a prenup. Does that not sound real? I ain't gonna pull out a shovel, but does that not?
I ain't know.
What?
Thank you for segueing into the next topic. I'm not a gold digger. Let's be clear.
That's with nobody with no coins. I got you. I'm with you. You go ahead and segue.
There is another topic. It's the same thing, you know, that you've already brought up. Thank you.
See how I did that?
You didn't even know, but it's okay. It says, what makes a girl a gold digger? Because you can't be mad at someone because blank. What's the word you used, Ciera, earlier?
Ninja.
Ninjas with money like them. How's that my fault or their fault?
Wait, say it again.
So basically, I closed it. Sorry. Going back. What makes a girl a gold digger? I'm just gonna say a woman. What makes a woman a gold digger? You can't be mad at someone because these ninjas like with money like them. So somebody with money like me, you can't be mad. What makes me?
No.
How is that my fault?
Let's clear this up. A man don't want you because you want him for his money. That will never ever be a thing. A man wants you because you're pretty, you're sexually appealing, or whatever the case may be. What a gold digger is they manipulate that situation, knowing a man is failing you and have whatever your situation is, but you're there strictly only to secure the bag. That is a gold digger.
So that's the difference. I am not a gold digger because I don't want anybody else's money. Now, what was that? Okay, thank you.
I want you to finish.
Dating, I feel like you need to date, and I've said this on the podcast before, dating on your level is dating someone, and it doesn't even have to be money-wise, but let's talk about money since we're on this topic. Greater than or equal to what you make. Don't date anybody less than. That's what I feel like. And if I do, it needs to be someone who I feel like is ambitious and potential. We already talked about potential on this podcast. I don't know. Greater than, I'm just going to flat out say it, greater than or equal to, because we are all trying to, get it how we live. And so I don't feel like, especially if you want to have a certain lifestyle, you got to think about kids. You got to think about your generation. You got to think
don't walk this back.
Legacy. I'm not. I think about more than just me when I'm dating. If I'm dating to be married, like to me, dating someone who is not, I'm not saying you're not trying because you're not making a lot of money, but if you're around the same age as me and you're making, I don't even want to call out no money, but less than me, and I'll say like $5,000 less than me, then that's fine. But if you're making significantly less than me, that's not my burden to take on. That means now I gotta lower my lifestyle. I can't go to certain restaurants because now I got to pay for you and me.
You got to leave him at home.
Right. Now I got to pay for you and me. So I don't want a man that I have to carry. I'm carrying myself by myself. You come to my life and you add addition to my life, not subtract. That's all.
Marcus.
She tried it.
What you got to say though? She's speaking the truth.
Okay. What you're not going to do is, let's say, matter of fact, no, we're not doing that. You're not going to tell my men out here and or women that just because he make me more money than me or she make more money than me that I shouldn't pursue her. That's one component.
That's one component. I did not say it's the only thing because it takes someone's character. Because I'm not only looking at your how much you make. I don't know how much you make when I meet you. That's facts, right? I'm looking at your character. I'm looking at other things. Then I get to your money.
We staying on the money. So all that character and all that is cool. Let's say you make 100 grand. He make 80. Is that a higher? Is I can't reach you now because I'm making 80? I can't put in overtime and hit 95 because you at 100? I can't pursue you.
I think when you're making that level of money, it's comparable, right?
Okay. But you can't be 100,000
when you get taxes involved. It's comparable.
Yeah, when you get
come up with a different amount.
I'm gonna say you are right and you're wrong because if I'm making that amount of money, yes, I want to sustain my lifestyle, and yes, I want to somebody that's equal or close to my point. But at the same time, if I was the other person around, say I am a good dude, I have a good job, you just make more money than me. Everything's good. You're telling me that because I say I'm a great dude, I make 65, you make 100. But when you with me, I make your heart flutter. You not going to deal with me because you make more money than me?
Did you not hear the other part?
I mean, I was thinking on the financial. Let's say you got everything else, is the financial the breaking point?
what I said in the other part of the financial aspect is that I cannot be lowering my lifestyle. So if you make 65 and you're not good with saving your money, and I can't go to certain restaurants that I'm used to going to or go out to eat, and I have to split it, then that's an issue for me. So it depends on how you save your money and what you do with your money. So you got to, are you financially stable?
Like, you can't live at home with your mama.
Correct. It's a lot of factors in that. So that's why I brought it up and said greater than or equal to, because most people probably making 65, they may not be saving. Now you could be making 65 and be like, I'm saving for a car. I have this goal in mind. That's fine. I think, that's case by case, and not a lot of people, guys, are in that corner, right? So
I will say I've dealt with this specifically.
Okay.
And it ended up, to me, I felt like it caused an issue in our relationship because he was more intimidated by the amount of money I made and the education I had in comparison to him. Even though I never once said, hey, I've got this job, or hey, I've got this master's, or hey, my paycheck looked like this. Never ever pointed it out to him. I think deep down, it was something within him, a pride thing, that caused an issue for us in our relationship because I was making more and I was more educated. So I don't think that you, as Ebony said, for that reason alone, I would try not to be with someone who's not technically in my league, because it's that level of pride that some men can't get over, a woman being.
Yeah, and I wouldn't make a
up there.
man feel less than for making less money. That's a character flaw. But what I will say is, since we're on this subject and it's a hot topic right now, and I know you watch Housewives.
Ciera. She petty.
Who?
She petty. See,
Portia?
I like how you just skip. Like, I don't watch Housewives, but it's cool.
You don't watch Housewives?
I do, and Portia is not. If that's not your home girl,
it's not.
Then that man is fair game. That man is fair game.
First of all, wait a minute. I got to be an outlier on this podcast, because if we done hung out before, I don't care. Like, if we done hung out, I didn't talk to you verbally in your face, you done came to my house. Oh no.
That's not her friend.
That's not my friend.
It don't matter.
We can hang out. We can hang out. Let's say you and Ciera were best friends, right? And you got another a girl that you only see every now and again. It's nothing crazy. You might have seen her hung out with 2, 3, 4 times. That's not your friend. That's not your loyalty. So if she can snag your man, the problem falls all the way to the man. He knew who she was. He knew y'all hung out. So for Portia, nah, she secured her bag. Yeah. He did wrong.
I think it's wrong.
I don't even think he's wrong.
One, Dennis and him used to hang out, and so all 4 of them would hang out occasionally. Both of them was married. Now, y'all didn't read the backstory.
Oh, see, that means you was plotting on my man the whole time.
I don't know.
On my girl.
It don't look good. It don't look good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, they were smoking cigars. I didn't read the backstory, but still, I don't think any of them were friends. People use the word friends loosely. I don't think any of them were friends. So even if we hung out in the same circle and we seen each other, and you was with your husband and I was with my fiance, we're in 2 separate relationships. We not trying to talk to each other then. Once we're both single, which they both are. It's
an association for me.
That means if you really go by association, you can't date nobody, because everybody know everybody.
No. I just think in this case, I think is wrong. It's like me. I don't know. I think it's wrong.
I'm on. It depends on who you want to place blame on, because is it Portia's fault that she hung out with Shorty, the lady, and befriended her, or just was a cool associate?
She's not friends.
A cool associate, and then
labels mean nothing. So let's take the labels out of it. The fact that I actually hung with you, there's proof. There is a picture. You're sitting beside me. You were married at the time, and I knew your husband. Hey, girl. And I went to your house. Hey, girl. And your husband was there. Hey, Mr. Whoever you are. And I started dating your husband. You would call me foul if that was in real life.
Yeah, it's foul on both parts. I'm switching sides. It's foul on both parts, because you don't know how long Portia was plotting on her husband. Yeah,
she may not have even been plotting. It could have just happened.
You don't just happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
You think divorce not even final yet?
It is final. You want to sit there and say
I saw something that said it wasn't. But.
She was in a relationship with her baby daddy with a ring on to get engaged. I mean, to get married herself, and she thinking about she want to talk to Fallon's husband, whatever his name, Simon.
People cheat. People be having somebody on the side just in
Yeah.
case.
I think as long as you're single and not married, or if you're married and separated,
Don't do
you
it.
can date who you want to date and do what you want to do.
I don't.
It's
All
whose
right.
business is whose business of it
all
is it
right. That's
to
still
me?
cheating, right? Just so we're clear, when you get in a
Get on.
relationship,
I
if
said
somebody,
if you're not married or you're separated. If he's separated from her and then that's when they
I
started
thought I
dating.
heard you say single.
She said
She is
single. She
single.
walked it back.
She is single. She's not married. She's never been married to the guy that she's with.
Okay,
now.
so that's what I want to make
She's single.
clear. If you are single, then you are not married, right? So in the what we were just talking about, right?
Mhm.
Cheating doesn't exist. And if we're gonna if we're gonna go there, cheating doesn't exist, right? Because we're all single. So I can't possess you and be like, oh, don't cheat on me. We single. Not until we get into that engagement phase or married phase can I be concerned with you cheating on me.
Ebony, you really about to say
married.
this right now?
No, I'm just making a point. I'm making a point. Since I'm not saying that for myself.
Okay.
Let's be clear. I'm saying that to the point of what Ciera is saying.
No, I think we're talking about two different things. I think you're almost making it sound as though cheating does not exist unless you're married.
Facts, which is she's
correct
technically
based off
correct.
of what
That's what you're
said,
saying.
based off of what you said on that Portia was single. So
she is.
Right.
So what is it?
You said she can date anyone if she's single.
She's single. She can date anybody.
Y'all saying the same thing, but going against each other. What's happening?
That's what
right
I'm saying.
now?
Like I don't get.
Well, let's clear it up. Let's clear it up for everybody.
Raise your hand if you think she's okay. I think she's okay. The other two of y'all are against it. It's cool.
No.
No.
Are you single until you're married? I want to hear this.
See, you go down my rabbit hole.
You are single unless you're married, because when you check off them boxes, when you do the IRS, all of that, it don't say dating somebody. It says single, married, widowed. If you're not married, you have to check single.
So you telling me, oh, I got it. You telling me that you want a man to act like a husband before he is even a husband to you.
He needs to act like a king to me. He doesn't have to be a husband, because I'm not going to act like his wife until I am his wife. He's not going to get all the benefits of a wife, so I don't expect to get everything as a husband, but he's going to be somebody. He's going to be my king.
Ebony, we switching off. I'm on it now. Ciera, let's do this real quick.
Let's go.
You've been engaged. I've been married. Ebony's been single. So
we have all the aspects of everything, all the different levels.
You know what?
I had this conversation with a couple of my homies. And that is a very weird thing that you said, because if I'm pursuing you, you're telling me now that the woman that you are is not the woman. You have another level to you. It could be either better or worse, but you're telling me, oh, you're only going to get this part of me. Let's say 65% until I'm married, and then boom, I'll be your wife. That is a crazy contract. I'm not going to sit
here and cook for you, clean for you, be all that stuff, like have sex with you anytime you want if I'm dating you. No.
That's so you're in a relationship.
We're in a relationship. We're not married. Give me my ring. Let's walk down this aisle.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're telling me.
I'm telling you. Yes.
That there's a cap to you. There's a cap to being in a relationship.
There should be a cap to everybody. You shouldn't give all yourself to anybody, because then
what Carrie say? My love has a limit.
Who said that?
Carrie Hilton.
Oh, Carrie.
Oh, she's from the South.
So yeah, you shouldn't give all yourself to somebody, because when you're dating, you have the ability to go and leave that person the next day and go date somebody else. So why are you going to give all of yourself as though this is your person forever in a day if you have no commitment between each other?
When the last time you've been in love, Ciera?
When I was with my ex.
How long ago was that?
We ended in 2018.
2018.
I haven't dated anybody since then. So
okay. Let's say you start dating and everything good, physical part good, everything good, peachy. That man is laying up next to you at night. He looks you dead in your face and he say, "This it. You're not getting no more from me than this right here." Or you ask for something. He say, "You're not my wife." Something simple. You're not my wife. Hey, baby, can you come to this event for me? You're not my wife. it's no such thing, is because that could be your scapegoat for anything. Hey, can I see you today? You're not my wife.
You
want
can
to have
fix
sex?
that. Make me your wife. Like
What?
What is
How
that?
fast will you get married?
Honestly, after going through an engagement and not going through with the wedding and still going through 4 months of premarital, I feel as though I don't need a very long time to figure out if I want to marry somebody. I
What's the
got my
time
wedding
frame?
dress upstairs. So if I have somebody and I told my line sisters, look, if I hit y'all up like I'm getting married, I met somebody 2 months ago, fall in line. And they know it's
Not
real.
falling
I'm
on.
gonna know
All
when
in line.
they already know, because I know, I feel as though I have done the work on myself, done the work to know what I want, what I need. And when that person is there in front of me, I'm not going to be like, oh, let's date for 2 years to make sure. Oh, let's take a year of engagement. I don't need that.
But you barely know that man.
It doesn't matter. I feel like when
You
I
love
know,
love.
I know.
You love love, don't you? That's what that is.
Love is great. It's scary, but I'm not saying that I'm just going to jump off, the next person I like, I'm going to say I love them. No, I think that I have the tools that I need to know when it's right for me. And hopefully he feels the same way and it'll be what it be.
Ebony, how long would it take you to get married? We know your criteria is high, so you ain't got to list it all off. But how long would it take you to get married?
Oh my God. I don't think it would take me a long time, right? I think as little as I would say 3, but it's enough for me. Like 6 months is like
6 months.
the max. I mean minimum.
Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, me either. So ding ding.
So she's
what were y'all expecting me to say?
I was expecting 2 years.
Yeah, like you would need to at least date for a year and then be.
I don't know who this woman is all of a sudden.
Oh no. That means I need to be asking all the right questions by 6 months. I said that's the minimum. I think a year is safe to me.
Ciera, you love love, right?
Love
and you said that you would marry somebody in 2 months, 3 months, if you felt.
My parents did it. Like
what? Okay. Does that man have to be black?
That's all I'm dating right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's what they say.
So y'all don't go outside of black.
I have not since adulthood. No. Mm-mm.
Why not? Preface this, please do not give me the go-to. Our black men need love to protect. No, I don't.
I wasn't gonna say that. I just think like black men are just fine. Like they just look so good. And even when I was on the dating apps, if they were anything else, no. The Middle Eastern though, they be looking kind of fine because they kind of got the same brown. I hate to do it, but anybody that's white right now, if they were to send me anything, I have to know them because there's too much Black Lives Matter happening, and I don't want to be that token black girl, and I don't even know if they really like us like that.
Yeah.
So they all get a no, but for the most part, the darker the skin, I want little brown babies. Like I love it.
Ebony, you not dating outside of black?
Yeah, no. It's a no for me. It's just one. I can't say what I'm thinking. No.
What? Why not?
We're waiting.
We can all rock in the chair.
I'm about to say. We'll wait.
Yeah, let's hear this.
No, I was gonna say that one, I just like black men, period. Right? That's number one. Number two is to Ciera's point, like I don't know if you really like me or not, or I'm just the nice black girl that looks nice enough for you to bring home.
There's a lot of behind it.
And sometimes white people smell. Like
okay, I'm gonna throw out a personal part of me. So I've dated all races, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
this Chinese guys is real cute too. Asian. Sorry, I just thought about it at the gym. Like, oh. Anyway, go ahead. You dated everything.
Dated everything. I prefer black, but to what you just said, yes, that scent is a real thing, and you have to date the other race to find out what that scent is. But yes, it is a real thing. But you just talked about, ladies, Y'all don't want to be the token black girl. Do you know you can be the token black girl to a black man?
True.
Because what if he only dates Asian or only white, and you the first or second black girl he did? He don't really like black women. Y'all not his flavor, but he took a shot. Then what are you? Because he did the same exact thing that the white person did. Because what if he grew up around all white people? That was his bubble.
But what's his family though? What's his family?
His family's black, but did the same thing.
Then, so I feel okay. I grew around white people. I'm from Arizona. My little brother likes nothing but white girls and Mexican girls. I don't care. But if
you are from Arizona.
Yeah, but if your family is black, then I'm not the token black girl. I just don't see it like that. I can just see, like, if I walk into a house of all white people and my boyfriend's white and they're looking at me like, okay, her, okay, she cute, but well, she's still a ninja. Like, when it comes down to it, our people owned her people. Like, that is what I don't.
And it might not be your direct family. It might not be your mom. May not be your dad, but it might be your grandma. It might be your aunt, you know. So.
I don't want the family reunion. They all looking at me like, that girl over there, like, who she? Look at her hair. Like, that's what I don't want.
Let me touch your hair.
And I think it's different with someone white coming into a black family because we are a lot more accepting, a lot more.
Not my daddy. if you were living in the 60s, you might not be accepting.
For the most part, but not everybody.